Oh, number one John Cena fan. John Cena, come to India. Come to India, John Cena. Punjab.
Yeah, please,
Punjab, John
John
Cena.
Cena.
Love
We
John
love you,
Cena. Come
John.
to India. Number one,
Oh.
India, John Cena. Number one.
Jesus.
Help.
We here at this place respect people of all races and, well, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Here we are at the TD Garden in New England.
Oh man, I know. I've been there.
Yeah, it's Boston.
Yeah.
It's in a fucking shithole.
Oh.
I hate Boston. I hate the city of Boston.
Sorry to all you Boston fans out there.
I can, like, hear myself slightly in your mic.
Oh, can you?
But
I
it's
can
just,
turn you down.
It's just so fucking slightly. Like, it's like I can't hear
I'll
it
turn
half
you
the
down.
time.
Chill.
Well, I just mean, like,
My
concerned about this.
to everybody at home, my headset's not working. Shit's ghetto as fuck right now. That's okay. I turned you down. How's that?
You know what? It's not as ghetto as, though.
What?
The neighborhood that I, John Cena number one fan India, live in.
Oh.
I don't know why, but that started as, like, Japanese. Like,
That's-
number one
I was
fan
gonna say,
India.
That was more racist.
Yeah, that's my,
I think.
that's my bad, everybody.
That was actually more racist than the opening segment. That was pretty racist.
Well, I could just say, like,
Yeah.
we'll leave it at that. Yeah, welcome to a SmackDown. This is the last SmackDown of July. We're almost there, folks. Only 3 more fucking weeks, which means 6 more shows until this fucking pay-per-view. Which only brings us, like, 3 months into this fucking series.
I promise if you keep watching, stuff will happen at SummerSlam.
I'm gonna say, I promise if you keep watching, the fucking premise of the series will come out eventually.
Literally.
This next month.
Like, we'll get there at some point.
This is like it's so weird. This is the prequel to the prequel of what this series is supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have to work our way up to it, right?
Yeah.
And
I think that's
it's like to get to the good shit, you have to work through like half a year of like garbage SmackDowns just to fucking...
just this fucking B show that nobody cares about. Like, oh my god, I wish I could just cancel SmackDown.
Literally.
I think I just gave you your title.
Hey,
just cancel SmackDown.
cancel SmackDown.
Or Boston is a shithole, something like that.
Yeah,
if you live in Boston, I want you to take a look at yourself, and I want you to realize that you genuinely are the scum of the fucking earth.
Oh my
I have
God.
no, and I mean no, love for you in my heart.
Jesus.
I hope Boston, the city, sinks into the earth by like a sinkhole or something like that.
Wait. Okay. Not like Atlantis?
Boston is not near the water.
You don't
brother.
want them to like go underwater?
I mean, if it means that all people who live in Boston drown, then yes.
Oh. That's pretty hateful language.
You know what else would be hateful language? I'll leave it at that. Let's actually progress, shall we?
It's just anything to avoid this show, really.
Literally. All right, everybody.
Like,
we
please
start
help.
off with the greatest wrestler of our time. The big strap daddy. I don't know what I just said. So Scott Steiner comes to the ring and he's got like a rock blow up doll. Like I don't know what the fuck this situation is in which this exists. I'll be honest.
Is it like could it be like a big...
Well, the show is in Boston, so, you know.
Right. Well,
fuck you, Boston.
Could it be a big, like... You ever seen one of those, oh god, like, they're like, how tall? They're like two foot tall, maybe? And they're like ridiculous, like, toys you would buy like at an old toy store.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're,
okay. Yeah, like
big
like,
jacked versions of like The Rock and Stone Cold.
Have you heard that people shove those up their ass?
You what?
Yeah, that's a thing. Look it up. There's like, yeah, it's like they have to go to the
I
hospital.
don't want to look that up.
If you're watching this right now and you live in Boston, look that up.
For some reason, I didn't expect it. If you're watching this and you live in Boston, look that up.
Anyways, so Scott Steiner comes out and just starts beating it up. Like there's like maybe an attempt to cut a promo, but he doesn't really say anything. He just says like, the Stone Steiner in the Rock, he's feeble, and he's not big like me. Look at, he's tiny. He's a tiny man.
He just says like 3 words in between every like punch to the doll.
And then he just kind of like locks it in a Steiner recliner and then rips it in half and then leaves. And everybody's like, what is this? What is this show? The WCW why am I here sign. And welcome to SmackDown. Here's a match you didn't ask to see. Actually, it was shockingly okay.
I asked to see this
subpar
match.
wrestling and little heat. It had heat. Steven Richards defeated Scotty 2 Hotty in 346 by pinfall. The Stevie kick. Steven Richards is building more momentum, folks, and with Ernest Miller seemingly stopped, who can stop Steven? What?
I said seemingly.
I thought you said Steven. I was like, well, he can't stop himself.
He could.
All of a sudden, folks, on the Titantron, reminder, this is like SmackDown, so it's kind of like the tiny, like, oval one. Oh my god. It is the second coming. Ernest Miller is on the screen, and he says, hey, you suit boys. You might be able to stop my dancing when we're in person, but you can't stop me now. And on the Titantron, we get his little, like, farty music going. And he starts going in. And he's just fucking going in. And this is, like, a 5-minute segment. Like, Steve Richards in the ring. He's like, oh no, help. He hollers out in the crowd, help. My good father, Bull Buchanan, Val Venus Ivory, like, I don't know, like, just come in through the crowd. And they're like, oh my god, they've got, like, blankets? Because seemingly, right, they're ready to wrap up Ernest Miller again.
Right.
But they run up to the Titantron, and Bull Buchanan has a hammer and nails for some reason. I don't know. Bull can do what he wants in his spare time. And he builds houses for the censored.
Really quick, this is totally off topic. This is what I do. I derail your promos.
Yeah, fuck you.
Do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I should, but no.
Oh shit. There's this segment where they find Dennis has like a bunch of stuff in his car, and it's like rope and like something like gags someone with, and there's like zip ties, and they're like, why do you have all this shit, fam? And he's like, he says I need to have my tools. I like to bind. I like to be bound. I like to think. They just found Bull Buchanan with like a bunch of hammer and nails and shit. He's like, they're my tools.
I like to build. I like to be built for. Carpenter Buchanan. Anyways, so they start tacking up this blanket over top of the Titantron, and they cover it, and you still hear the music. But like, you can't really see Ernest Miller anymore, and the crowd very slowly loses their immense enthusiasm for this event. And kind of as Ernest Miller realizes that nobody can really see him, he actually stops dancing. We can kind of see the outline of him. And the crowd, you can't believe it. Children are in tears. Women are in tears. men are in children, and like,
Whoa.
it's fucking pandemonium, man.
Jesus.
And Stephen Richards looks out into the distraught Boston crowd. It is Boston, by the way. And says, "It's for your own good."
God tier. I'm gonna name this episode.
Why did we do this?
Men are in children.
Men are in children. Well, you know what The Undertaker wants to be in. I'm gonna let you do this one because I don't even know what situation this comes up in.
Oh man. All right. So
Where are they? What is happening?
where are the? Where do the Dudleys hang out?
Dudleyville.
Dudleyville.
It's like a single house.
I don't think Dudleyville. They're just anywhere, but they just put up a sign right next to wherever they're sitting.
It's like
Like I'm in Dudleyville.
Dudleyville is a state of mind.
Okay, the Dudleys and Stacy are out in the club, and the Dudleyville sign is posted at the bar. We are at Dudleyville.
Yeah.
And Undertaker and Kane walk up. Kane's just there, but the Undertaker is like really, it's like really aggressive.
He's with his biker boys, okay? He's got to look.
Yeah.
Strong.
He's gotta look for the part, you know. And he goes up and
Remember, the biker boys like Kane, so Kane tags
kinda,
along.
yeah. He kind of nods to like Bubba and Devon. He's like, And he looks at Stacy. He goes, "Hey, sweet cheeks."
God damn it.
I like.
Undertaker, no.
God damn it!
Do it, you pussy.
God damn it! Bring it in. 370. Jesus Christ!
Nobody knows
I like
what this segment really
I like
even
the-
is. They're
I like
just
the cut of your. I like the low cut skirt you got on there, girl. How about you come hop on my motorcycle for a ride? And she's disgusted. She's like, "Get the fuck away! Get away from me!"
Kane makes sad robot noises.
Aw.
I will set myself on fire.
No, naturally, brawl, I would say, breaks out. Would you agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Farouk and APA are also here.
The APA walk by, since it's a bar. They
Yeah.
look at the big kerfuffle going on. Farouk looks at Bradshaw. Looks at the fight. Looks at Bradshaw. The fight.
Yeah.
The drink in his hand. The fight. The drink in his hand. Bradshaw. And finally the camera. And then Bradshaw. And then the fight.
What the hell's going
And
on?
then he fakes out and looks back at the fight. And then goes back to the fight one more time. Looks at Bradshaw. Looks at the camera. Damn. And then they just go and join the fight. Because, I don't know, they're the APA and they fight.
I like it.
It's a bar. They fight.
Literally.
My name is Farouk and I like to bar fight. Alright, moving on.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Moving on.
RVD goes up to Billy Gunn. "Hey, sweet cheeks."
Sweet cheeks. Have you seen any marijuana?
Hey, that could be the start of Mr. Ass. Going back to Mr. Ass.
We're gonna have the Undertaker sexually harass Billy Gunn.
I love that.
Write that
That's
down. Write that
money.
down. Like, just
Write that down. I'm getting it.
Damn.
Yeah,
I've got an
real
idea.
good.
I've got an idea, and it's
Okay.
We'll discuss later.
I wrote down Undertaker Sweet Cheeks.
Write down Billy Gunn for me, so I don't forget.
Billy Gunn.
Thank you.
Yep.
Afterwards, Rob Van Dam gets the mic, and he says, "K-Quick, you get out here. I know it was you." And K-Quick comes out, and he's like, "What?" And he says, "You been getting rowdy, K-Quick." And K-Quick's like, "Yeah, that's true. I have been getting rowdy."
That is my gimmick.
And RVD says, "And the only reason you've been getting rowdy is because you stole my weed."
Ah!
And K-Quick's like, "No, I didn't." Rob's like, "But Booker told me you did." K-Quick's like, "Who?"
Who? He doesn't know who Booker T is?
That's your segment.
That's amazing.
Who?
Who?
We like full on like that like 4-second like clip of like Snoop Dogg or whatever they have, where he's just like sitting there and all of a sudden he's like, "Who?" Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like that, like shocked. He's like,
I have no idea what you're referencing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
Oh,
Just
I know.
kidding. You don't live in Boston.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
heat.
Ribble Leach cuts a promo in which he says,
Yeah.
"Diamond Dallas, when I get my hands on you, I'm gonna skin you like a cat dog."
I like that show.
Yeah, Alone in the World. Lived a little Dallas Page. Yeah, that did a good rating for like literally there's nothing to this. He says,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna get you."
Yeah, it's shoot just Triple H, just being like, yo,
Yeah.
fuck you, DDP. Like, we're gonna fight.
Hardcore title match. Albert, Spike Dudley, Raven, Brian Knobbs. Raven's trying to do it again. He's going for it this time, boys. Brian Knobbs is champion, and Raven's luring in on the win, and then from out the ring, little kendo stick comes up, whaps him in the back, and Raven sells like he's been shot. He's like, no, and then Brian Knobbs runs away.
Yeah.
Yep. We go to commercial and we come back. Raven's backstage with Uncle Sandman. He says, "Uncle Sandman, I just don't know what to do." And Uncle Sandman's like, "What?" He says, "Uncle Sandman, you know, I've been haunted by this phantom that's been poking me." And Sandman kind of gestures with his kendo stick. He's like, "What?" And Raven's like, "I know what I have to do, Uncle Sandman." Sandman's like, "What? What the fuck?" And Raven says, "I have to become Raven, Private Eye, and I must solve the mystery of the mysterious kendo stick." And Sandman kind of holds up his kendo stick and just says, "What?"
Yeah? What?
Kurt Angle.
Kurt.
Kurt Angle gets to the microphone and he says, Benoit, you son of a bitch. You made me believe that you were an American citizen. And maybe it's not your fault. Maybe I assumed because, like most good things, I assume they're American. And then you find out they're German or Japanese. Anyways. It's just so open. You could take that any way. It's so good.
What's that?
It's so good. I was thinking of Cars, and I was immediately like, oh, those are also two, like, oh, man. Kurt Angle might have some weird political views.
Yeah.
But no, Chris, you're from Canada. Canada. And I am an Olympic gold medalist in the United States of America. And Chris, that means that if I travel to Canada, this medal is just another piece of metal. This means nothing outside of these borders, because that's how Olympic medals work.
Is it?
Yes, he will lose his powers. He will lose his Abyss Hall of Fame ring powers.
Oh shit! He'll lose his.
He'll lose his...
Oh my god!
Oh, please, Mr. Bischoff. Mr. Bischoff.
Don't take my medal away, Mr. Bischoff!
And he says, Chris, but I know medals or not, I can beat you. And if that means that Monday on Raw, I have to come to Canada, find you, and beat you, then I'll see you Monday night.
Oh man.
I also like the comedy of it that Kurt Angle just believes that Chris Benoit in general lives in Canada, the second largest country in the world. He's just gonna find him in one night.
Well, he has connections.
No, he doesn't. Kurt Angle's an American.
He is what do you call it? What's their names? Edge and Christian.
Well, he doesn't know they're not American. You think he'd hang out with them if he knew?
Oh shit, that's true.
Rhino was trained in Canada. Like, I don't think he knows either. Kurt Angle might just be really fucking stupid.
He might just be.
Moving on. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
They went for it. Ray Jr. defeats Jerry Lynn in about 7:46 by pinfall to 619, and then afterwards, Master P comes out and hooty hoos.
Oh, hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo! Master P underperformed. He was very
hooty hoo or hooty hoo.
Master P underperformed, so I like to think he's sitting there and he's like hooty hoo, and they were all like hooty hoo, and he was like hooty hoo, and he's like hooty hoo,
hooty hoo,
hooty hoo.
Look at Swole carry this fucking angle, bro.
Look at him, he's so special.
He's this fucking god.
He's so good. They literally spelled Swole wrong. Like, oh my god.
I think that's how they spelled it. I think that's his gimmick.
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
They spelled it wrong.
Oh, I thought you meant
dumb.
Yeah. Swole.
Because they're from the streets.
Oh.
This is the most openly racist I've been on any episode
of anything
ever. Like,
this is like
there's me doing a normal video. There's me doing a series with Putty. There's me doing a series with you. Then there's this video. It's like, whoa. Anyways.
Wow.
Here's another decent match. Jeff Hardy defeats Dean Malenko in 7:37 by pinfall with Swanton Bomb.
Sweet.
And you might want to run away because Lita's here.
Ah!
Norman Smiley looked lost out there. It's fucking like something just... Will Regal comes out and he says, Jeff, you bastard, you may not believe that somebody like Norman Smiley has a place in this world, but fortunately I do. And with my superior knowledge in pro wrestling, I can make somebody like Norman Smiley a true star in professional wrestling. Something truthfully unheard of. And the camera pans to Norman Smiley, who proclaims, my name is Norman Smiley. You make return.
Ah!
Jim Popper, my name is Norman Smiley.
Literally. Just deadpan.
Like, alright. Even China cannot save Jazz.
Oh!
China comes out and says, Jazz, at the pay-per-view in a month, I will beat you up. And Teddy Long goes, ho ho! It's time for your main event. It's Chris Jericho versus Triple H, but it probably won't have a finish because it's a SmackDown. Nothing happens on SmackDowns.
Literally.
Dude, we were right. Nothing happens on SmackDowns.
Oh my god.
In an exceptional match, Triple H defeated Chris Jericho in 1541.
Exceptional with a fucking B-. What the fuck?
I don't know. This whole mod's just fucking whack. Whoever made this is bad.
It's from Boston.
Yep. Basically, the Diamond Mine come in and they all beat up Triple H.
Yeah. Heat.
Jersey Triad. I had to think of their name.
Yeah.
All right, but now for the thrilling conclusion, possibly. I don't know. It is a B show of
Literally
that thing we saw on Raw. Will the board of directors do something to Steve Austin? I don't really know what they can do. Maybe strip him of the belt. Maybe fire him.
Do they even have the evidence yet?
Do you think there even is evidence? I don't know, man. Steve Austin seems like he's a pretty nice guy. Like,
yeah.
I don't think he could do some of the terrible things that Chris Jericho has accused him of doing.
I can't fathom it, to be honest. I forgot you called it that.
Nothing happens on the B show.
God tier.
Jericho's still in the ring. He's kind of just like seeing, like, imagine like at rings, we do this angle and just at ringside, the Triad's just still beating the shit out of Trips. Like it's just still happening, and it's like, okay. Steve Austin comes down, kind of like on the stage, not near Jericho, and then Mick Foley comes out and he says, yeah, it's only Tuesday, so nobody's really had time to like look over anything, so see you on Raw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get fucked, viewers at home.
Literally getting fucked. 87B plus up an 8.
Cool.
What do you think about that?
I'm satisfied with that.
I think everybody at home is satisfied as well.
That was very adequate.
I think that show, quite personally, is one of the most satisfying episodes we've ever done.
Yeah?
And most importantly, it expressed my deep, deep hatred for all things related to the absolute cesspool, the absolute degenerate vessel that is the shithole known as the city of Boston.
I'm sorry, Boston.
I didn't cut it there. I wasn't smart enough.
I know.
Bye.